Well, the cicadas are deafening and I am on my way to go fly fishing to try and catch a couple of trout. I'm planning to eat the trout. I want to catch one and cold smoke it, and I want to catch one to cook. Enjoy the fishing and hopefully I get a few. Well, if you see this video, I've probably got some. So let's go. I just spotted a cruising trout in a little backwater. Okay, there it comes. Get a bit of cast and dissipate it. Very glary, you can't really see very well. Coming. Ate it. I missed it. Okay, one just ate the dry, and that is a big brown, I think, actually. Ate the cicada dry. I was kind of hoping I get a rainbow, but oh, it is a rainbow. Look, it's a nice, it's a rainbow. It's a strong rainbow. Yeah, it's a nice strong rainbow. That's cool. That's what I want, because that's what I want to eat. Which is cool. I figured it would be a rainbow. It would take the, oh, it's a nice face rainbow. It's ideal for what I want to eat. Awesome. Okay. We got food. Have a look. Let's smash it quickly. Okay. If you have a knife, you can use a knife. If you, otherwise you need something strong and hard, and give it a few hits on the head. I have a knife, hunting knife, and I'm just going to icky it, and you just stick the knife in the top of the head to kill it. So I've grabbed my trout. I'm going to go and change spots and see if I can find another one somewhere. Alright, got a fish. Nothing ate the nymph. Small nymph, this is going to be challenging. Oh, this is going to be hard to land. Need to get it to come up. Fighting the current. I can't really go too many places. Ah, came off. Damn. Ideal dry drop of water. And there we go. Fish on. Feels like a good fish. It's running rampant. Should hopefully be able to land it. I only took a few casts. Hopefully, if it doesn't put me under a rock, which it looks like it might have done. Yeah, and did. Yes. Okay, really want to try and get this one out. Not behaving now. Trying to go around that rock. Okay. I'm in a reasonable position if I can get it in here. Okay. Oh, it was in the neck. Almost. On another round. Bring it upstream. Okay, got it. Yep, that's a nice jack. That's good. Okay, let's EQ this one quickly. Nice haul. I've got to get home and start preparing the fish. One for cold smoking and one I'm going to probably hot smoke. Okay, well, so the next step is filleting the trout. Well, I'm going to be filleting the trout. This is a HGK 6 hunting knife from Beavercraft that they sent me. And have a look, beautiful knife, carbon steel, awesome knife. I've got a review on my channel if you want to look, that I'll link in the description if you want to know more about the knife. And yeah, I'm going to fillet these and then they're going to go in here, and then I'll show you how I do the brine set. So need to see how this knife works. Rightio, so I'm just going to go straight behind the gill plate and right behind that pectoral fin, and then come in on the back. It's just nice and sharp. Not really a fish filleting knife, but working. Awesome. I'm not the best at filleting trout, to be honest. I'm not an expert by any means, but I do fillet the odd trout. Alright, so that's one fillet. I'm going to end up with 4, and we're going to brine these, clean them up a little bit and then brine them, and it should be nice. I always find it interesting to see what the trout has been eating, and this one is absolutely stuffed full. This is interesting. So there's a lot of algae in the river, and so with their food they're ending up with algae in there as well, quite a bit of it, but I'll see what we can figure out. I already see something they've eaten in there. Some of the bigger parts will not digest, like that here. If I wash it off, there we go. What I suspected. Ate a big cicada. It's one thing, and there will be hundreds of little other things in there. There's a little insect moth type thing there. I feel lots of legs and stuff in here as well. There's a grasshopper type leg, maybe a weta. Another leg. Looks like it could be a spider leg. And there'll be other stuff in here, but it's obviously getting a lot of algae in there with its food as well. There's a caddisfly. So yeah, lots of stuff in here. There's something thicker, bigger in there. It's another piece of a cicada. So yeah, eating a lot. Unfortunately getting a lot of algae in there as well, getting its greens. Okay, so there's the final result of the filleting. The pressure of filleting definitely got to me on camera. The first fillet was kind of alright, and the second fillet was a disaster. But then once I turned the camera off, everything came together a bit more and it did a lot better. I'm not great at filleting fish, to be honest. The knife did pretty well for the job. It's not a filleting knife, so that's not what you would use it for. This is a hunting knife from Beavercraft, as I said. But it's the sort of thing that I'll have with me in the bush, and if I need to do clean a trout or cut up a trout, then it will certainly do. And the knife comes with a beautiful leather sheath as well, and it's only $58 US. Beavercraft sent this to me to use in my videos, so I will leave a link in the description for you to check it out if you are interested in that. Anyway, let's get back to this. Interestingly enough, the bigger trout had almost nothing in its stomach, and it has the better condition fillets. The other trout was completely stuffed full of stuff, which is mostly algae and a bit of food, and it's got the pale white flesh, so it doesn't look so nice. So what I'm going to do is, the first fish with the pale flesh I am going to be hot smoking, because you can kind of get away with a bit more and make sure it's properly cooked as well. So hot smoking cooks it. And the other one with the beautiful pink flesh I am going to be cold smoking. But the brining process is pretty much the same. So I'm going to do that now. Disclaimer, I am no expert at smoking trout. I have been learning from YouTube videos and just watching what others do. So what I'm going to do now is dry brine, and it's essentially just salt and sugar, a 50-50 mix, but I sort of make it up as I go. First what I do is I put a thin layer of salt over the top. I don't like it too salty, but also not too sugary. What you're doing is this is going to replace a lot of the liquid in the top layer of the trout. And some people do the skin underneath as well, but I mean, I don't eat the skin, so I don't really see if anything. I think it's going to go through the skin, so and all the liquid will go down there anyway. So I'm trying to cover every piece of the trout evenly with the salt. Okay, and then I'm going to go evenly over it with raw sugar. Some people use brown sugar, but what I have is raw sugar, and I'm going to cover it evenly with that, trying to make sure you cover all the flesh with it. And this sugar and salt mix will over the next few hours replace most of the liquid inside the trout. Okay, so it's covered with clear wrap now, and it's just going in the fridge while it brines. But I'll show you in a while what happens when the juices come out. Okay, let's have a look. In a few hours, and you can see what's happened there is the juices are coming out, and means it's brining. See there, so they'll go for a little bit longer, and those fillets look nice and pink now, beautiful. Okay, so this morning I actually took out and washed the trout, and I've let it sit in the fridge to dry to create that sort of layer over the skin. And I'm going to start by hot smoking these, and then I'll cold smoke those a bit later. So this is my smoking setup. I've got a gas smoker, and then I've got this, which is a similar style as a smoke eye, but it's a Sea Harvester, I think, and I got it quite cheap at Marine Deals because it didn't have this connection. It's a factory second, and I just fixed that bit. And yeah, so you turn the pump on, and then you add the wood chips in there, which we'll do, and then you light it, and we'll put a little smoke in there. But first let's just light the gas one for the hot smoke. So I'm just gonna light the gas one for the hot smoking, and I'll put that on fairly low, and then I'm gonna put the fillets on the rack here. I will hot smoke it now. Let's turn the smoker on. Got some cherry wood chips. I have to go and buy some more wood chips for cold smoking. Out. You can already see the smoke is coming out. With the air pump you can control the amount of smoke, so I'll close that and let that come up to temperature. I'm going to aim for probably 120 to 150 for the trout. Okay, it's up to the smoke temperature there now, so I'm going to stick that in. Stick those on there. Cool, and I'll let those smoke for probably take about 20-25 minutes or so. Okay, let's have a look. Unfortunately, the temperature went up much higher than I was hoping. I was busy with other stuff, so it's quite a bit hot. So anyway, we've got it's baked now effectively in smoke. That should be all right. And there you have that. I'm actually going to let that cool down, and me and a friend are going to have that for lunch later. So now I'm just going to turn off the gas and let everything cool down a bit, and then I'll put the other ones in. So the trout skin is actually very tough, so just need to poke a little hole through there with something a bit more sharp than the wire, and then the wire goes through, Okay, a little hook hung up in the smoke. Let's put that rack one higher. Yep. Turn it around so you can see it. Okay, so that's the 2 fillets hung, and I'll let that smoke pretty much the whole day until I go home, and that's going to go for my neighbor, I think. Now, I am no expert at doing this at all, so if you have any tips or recipes or things I can do better, let me know. I should normally take the pin bones out of the middle as well. I normally do that with a pair of pliers, but I just can't find a pair of pliers this morning. So you can just pull those pin bones out and you get a completely bone-free fillet, which is quite nice as well. And then you just thinly slice it once it's done, and we can put it on crackers and cheese and cream cheese and pesto and whatever you want, and it's really quite nice. So yeah, let's see, let that go, and I'll probably turn the smoke down a bit because it's a bit much at the moment. It's quite a lot of smoke at the moment. So all you have to do is turn the amount down, amount of air down, and that reduces the amount of smoke. Okay, a little bit of a check. Still smoking well. I have added some manuka shavings, so yeah, it's looking nice. And I'm going to give these 2 nice pieces to my neighbor actually. I didn't get him another fish, so should be good. Nice, looks good. Let's take those out. Okay, hook these. Okay, those look pretty nice. I'm going to wrap them in cling film and then I will pass them to my neighbor. Well, these will keep in the fridge for quite a while, and also you can freeze them if you want in the cling film and defrost them later and eat. So you just basically thinly slice them and they go on crackers of cheese or whatever, cream cheese and pesto or however you want to eat them. So, but that's going to my neighbor, and I'm going to have a snack, a bit of a late afternoon snack with the trout I cooked earlier. Okay, so on the bread I'm going to have some shreddable cream cheese. And then I'm going to put a bit of basil pesto. And I'm going to put a few bell peppers. Put my smoked trout, which is cold now. Just going to go on top. And there you go. That's a simple way to eat the smoked trout. I approve. I hope you liked that video and found the information useful for smoking trout. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Watch another one on the channel if you want. And yeah, look out for another one coming soon.